Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we're going to be reviewing the GMC Canyon AT4. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the GMC here in North Salt Lake, Utah for giving me some time with this Canyon. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Powering this is a turbo 2.7 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy is 17 around town and then 21 on the highway, with power outputs being 310 horsepower and then 430 pound-feet of torque. Now before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So you notice with the hood how it's raised there on either side in the center, and then popping down below we do have a split light design here with the Canyon headlight there at the lower section. And then I love the trim here on the grille. I think it's really cool. AT4 there off to the side too. We've got fog lights down below, and then you do get underbody protection as well as these red recovery points with the AT4. There's the front end. Now our tire wheel setup is 265 by 65 by 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you get that nice machine finish with the wheels, which I think looks really sharp. All-terrain tires as well. Got these big chunky fender flares. Notice the fenders pop out too, so it gives the truck an aggressive appearance. You got AT4 there on the side. And then there is your side profile where, again, you can see the truck, especially with those tires and everything, it's got a very aggressive stance. Now this leads us to the key fob where we have our lock and unlock function. We got the remote start as well, and the camera doesn't want to focus on this, but anyways, we'll just go from that to the bed where tailgate does slow lower down, very, very slow. Protection from the factory here, as you can see. We've got an outlet in the bed as well, and you've got the storage here, which let's see, you can unlock with that. It is drainable as well. And then lifting this up, very easy to get into place. GMC Canyon there, C-shape taillights. It's a little bumper step as well. That's the rest of the rear. Popping inside, the AT4 gets its own interior with the brown, which I think it's kind of cool. See that theme continues onto the seats and up top here too as well. Really nice looking seats in general. Now down below we've got some vents here for the rear passengers, USB ports. And then we also have a manual sliding rear window as well. Not a ton of legroom. Again, mid-size pickup truck, pretty typical, but you do get some seat pockets. And then headroom is good in the back. This leads us up front where, again, we've got all the nice soft touch trim down below here too. All of our window controls, notice the driver one's automatic. You get mirror adjustments. Memory seats with this package. Bias mounting with the mirrors. Payload is $14.74. And then front seat, again AT4 there, perforated all down the center. All of our adjustments there on the side. And then we've got our trailer brake controls there. So hood latch release down below. Nice soft touch here on the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel radio controls on the back. Practical controls up front including cruise control, heated steering wheel button, that's for the center screen, voice command controls. Got a turn signal windshield wiper stock there on the back too, but just generally speaking a nice design. Digital gauge cluster here in the center, and you'll note that you can change what it displays, which I think is nice, gives it a little bit of a custom feel. And you notice it lets us know what's happening with the driveline, so it's an auto, you can switch it over into two-wheel drive. Super easy, and also lets you, with this display, it lets you know what gear you're in. Now, we do have a 360 camera system with this. Good resolution throughout. So I think that they've done a good job with that. And then as for the little sidebar here, it's just a shortcut. Lights, turn those on and off is in the screen. And then this is pretty quick to respond. That's cool that you have an air down mode too that you can go into for off-roading. But yeah, it's all user-friendly. Heated and ventilated seats come with this package. Dual zone climate as well, so nice luxury. That's to roll down all the windows at once. You've got your auto stop start, hazard lights, lane departure. It's on add an auxiliary item if you want. Phone charging pad with some USBs, USB-C and A. Shifter for the 8-speed. This does have a 2-speed transfer case as well as 4-wheel auto. Got your parking brake here, some cup holders. There's a better view of those cup holders. Good storage in the center console. This is removable. Soft touch on the top. And then look at that on the dash. Like, that's cool looking. And then we also have a heads-up display as well. And good storage in the glove box. Regular rear view mirror, and then we do have a sunroof for this package. Here's our window sticker for the Canyon AT4. See the base MSRP, $45,700. Got a few packages on this, including the tech package, which adds quite a bit. $52,710 is the total MSRP. Let's see how it performs. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Over the hood, heads-up display, both the mirrors, the rest of the rear, and let us set off. Now I will say, I really like these seats. They're comfortable, first off, but they just look cool. It's nicer than having like a, and this is the interior in general, it's nicer than having just like a boring monotone interior. Having some color is always, I think, a big plus. Now other than that, the Canyon AT4, this was actually the first Canyon that I reviewed, was the AT4 package. And I was pretty impressed at the time, and I'm still impressed with what this offers in the mid-size pickup truck segment at the price point that it offers it. So first off, great torque out of the engine. And this engine's standard across the lineup. I'd say that's a big plus. Suspension in general is comfortable. Well, it does a pretty good job of soaking up the bumps and all of that. And yeah, let's see here. Yeah, the suspension's just comfortable. It feels very full-size trucky with the comfort. Even though it has leaf springs, it stays pretty darn planted too. So I would say that, yeah, in general, they've just done a good job with the tuning on everything here. Now, other than that, steering, I mean, this is just an easy truck to drive. And then it does have the off-road capability, right? It's got the auto rear locking diff, which helps out quite a bit with off-road use. And having a 2-speed transfer case too. Like, it's a pretty rugged feeling truck. So let me guys think about the AT4, but in the midsize pickup truck segment, with the current pricing schemes that all the manufacturers have, this looks to be a pretty solid value. You get some off-road capability, get a nice interior, some nice luxury features, and it is not cheap by any means. But I mean, at this price point, this competes against like a Tacoma Tier D off-road, for example. And at this price point, a Tacoma Tier D off-road has no leather interior. It's cloth seats. So there's your plus with that. And then if we look at, let's see, Ford, you can get a pretty nice Ranger at this price point. Ford's kept things up pretty well. The one downside though is if you want the V6, which has power like this, the 2.7 V6, then you're expensive. So it's like GM just offers really good standard power and then the features too, which I think when you put it all together, it helps out quite a bit. Let me know what you guys think about the Canyon AT4.